Spiritus Sancte, gratias tibi dago. There are moments in life when God gently shakes you awake, not with thunder, but with quiet clarity. I remember one dawn when I laced my shoes and stepped out for a morning run. Nairobi was still half asleep. As I jogged through the silence, I watched the first light slowly climb over the city. And in that moment, something within me awakened, a deep awareness that God was already moving, already working, already drawing near long before I took my first step. That simple run became a revelation. Advent is not about us searching endlessly for God, but about becoming awake to the God who has been near all along. Isaiah echoes this invitation. Come, let us walk in the light of the Lord. The prophet envisions a world where nations stream toward God's mountain, where swords become plowshares and fear dissolves into peace. This is not escapism. It is a reminder that God's light is not a distant dream. It is present, waiting for us to step into it. The psalm sings the same hope. Let us go to the house of the Lord. Dear friends, in a world that is marked by tribal conflict, political tension, and social fatigue, the psalmist's call for peace in Jerusalem becomes our own prayer for Nairobi, for Abuja, and every city where people long for safety and stability. Peace begins with a step, a decision to walk in God's light instead of the shadows of suspicion, selfishness, or despair. And St. Paul presses this urgency in the second reading. The hour has come, the day is at hand. Paul urges us to wake from spiritual sleep, to put aside jealousy, rivalry, and the temptations that numb the soul. Not because God is far, but because God is closer than we think. And Jesus in the Gospel wants us not to live half asleep like the people in Noah's time, busy, distracted, unaware of grace moving right in front of them. Advent calls us to spiritual alertness, not fear, readiness, not anxiety. And so, dear friends, today ask yourself, where might I be spiritually asleep? What step into God's light is God inviting me to take? Awake, rise, and walk in the light that is already shining.